this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Cousins now. It's complete to Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Young Trip is here. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm not ready. Mike's 54.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards. First down, Vikings.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it, son. Switch.
Back to throw. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Crosby with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, dude. Check.
Cousins to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Come on, baby, let's go. Big night. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Cousins now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Gun. Check, 42's the mic. Move.
Now Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Cook running right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT.
Come on. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Throwing, Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zadarius Smith, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Box it.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back.
Mike's 54.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. there's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.